preseason All-Americans, even changed his number this year.
Changed funk now. He's a veteran. He's going to be a big part and a leader of this team.
They jump at center. Jose Murillo was jumping against Tobe Awaka. And in a season in recent memory, they won their Lone Star Conference last year, but to assembling a different type of roster, and they get an off.
Two big man, the two high post as their blueprint for what they want to do as a program.
Here's the first shot of the game. Caleb Love in and out from three. The drive there by Cooper Jackson comes up short. So this thing's a work in progress. I'm not looking for any scientists as Bradley tries to go coast to coast.
This afternoon, you know, what's different about today than it was when you started 3 years in the offseason? He does it every year, is going to pay off, and we'll talk more about that in this
shot, and Arizona will come away with it. Outlet pass to Caleb Love, and Love too hard off the window. It's got to feel
recency bias. It was back in March, but I think people remember that. But remember, too, this is what he can do really well, is get to the rim. 137 games in his college career, and you know, a lot of those really big games, as we know.
Trey Townsend, the Oakland transfer, rolling off that screen there. I saw him in a scrimmage on Thursday. Guy plays with a lot of heart. Townsend! Oh, he's feeling.
Townsend already hit a jump shot, so looking good early. I'm just pumped to watch him in these early minutes. He's also been very solid, very good in camp early on. Can do a lot of things.
Oh, Austin time. State Player of the Year in the 5A division. A foul on the other end here. The foul starting to mount for see what you can mold, you know, from now until the early part of March.
Standing the personnel, how to move guys around. You move Bradley to the point. KJ Lewis.
Bradley a perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line, and Arizona has a 10-point advantage. Here's a drive by Cooper Jackson and a bit of a hand check. Probably the best shooter for Arizona. Wearing number 3 there, part of that double team. Look at the ups of Carter Bryant there, trying to.
Just because he can shoot it, but all the different things he does, pump faking is one of them.
Non-shooting foul against Trayvon Burr. They throw it inside 23, and this is Vasar we're talking about. 29 games, 2 points per game. Get that 16-point game against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, a lot of people might forget about. Perfect 4 for 4. If you can do this, though, and get to the free throw line of the Big 12, and maybe
I'd say arguably, but it's the best basketball conference in the nation right now. 5 of the.
And here's the aforementioned Martinez. Awaka, the Tennessee transfer, drives in off the window and scores the bucket. Well, he's going to be good, folks. And should sign him up and find some sort of position for him.
Something.
Probably could have used him at cornerback. Here's Downing, who steps in and hits a volleyball a couple of weeks ago against Utah. And then hopefully Adia Barnes can talk her into coming here. And look at just Downing, a deep 3, man.
Heat check early for Downing.
Carter Bryant grabs the rebound. And on the outlet pass, there's a foul underneath. As we mentioned, the 30th in Arizona program history is Yannick Bogu and Devin Williams, who's at UCLA, Kylan Boswell as well.
Wait to watch Del Orso play. Turned it over on that one. Look, one of the foul got hit on the arm pretty hard, but excited to watch his game.
Clark on the other end buries the. Starting at the 4 in this one, stretching the floor. Here's Del Orso. Kind of plays at his own pace, we were told. Townsend, a perfect 3.
Because you want to save those stats, but no, Townsend, I was not expecting this already. The 3 hoops, the 2 threes, and the 1 long 2. And
after taking his name out of the NBA draft, you know, decided to stay here in Tucson from what he told us today and work on doing some other things, including changing.
Nice little jump hook, righty jump hook all over left shoulder.
That is a steal by Clark. Clark missed it, but cleaned up by Cougar Downing.
Player in Tommy's system.
Steal,
about Fellas.
Yep,
couple of years.
Here's Lewis, a little shot fake, drives on Randolph. Oh, what positioning! Season high 18 points against UCLA. It's funny, you talk about retooling the roster. You can do a lot of things. Ahead it goes, KJ Lewis, and a foul on KJ Lewis.
They're going to crash the rim, not just get to it, crash the rim.
Starters Caleb Love and Grant Whiteman are the only players on the roster currently that started. See how beg your pardon, how Basar does defensively here on a big.
That was another nice move, though, but he recovered.
Like as Mo Krievis, the 7'2" sophomores, taking time with an ankle injury right now. Look at Townsend.
Okay, Townsend.
Oh, maybe not put that on film so early in the year. He's 5 for 5, 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. Here's Lewis off the takeaway and gets it to go. And seemed like he was moving okay.
Yeah, he actually looked pretty good in that shoot around and 3-minute game. As good or better in some areas than Ballo's numbers. That's how good he played in limited minutes.
Randolph tried to be in the double bonus here. Talking to Mike Greenstein before the game and making it more, freedom of movement. A game that, you can get up and down on the.
I was impressed with talent. He didn't really have much of a step there. How about this one?
Offensive rebound and a foot back there.
Again, we talked about Davin Vo's blueprint for this team. He absolutely loved basketball. Their community supports this team, and they were awesome.
Coming off their best season in school history, the Greyhounds returned just 3 guys, 12 newcomers. Colorado Springs, and when the coach moved out in Portales, he decided to come back in. Here's Bradley back in at the point. Gives it to Vasar. Strikes the floor, big man, with a three.
Basar with that corner 3 and just not being covered, and he was ready. You see the hand,
but there's Basar again, and there's no call. Back in transition come the Wildcats. Here's Bryant. Oh, he can make the shot, folks, and he does right on hands.
He was so ready for that shot, and so was Carter Bryant on this one. And I like it's a bomb there at the end of the shot clock, but you see the rebound, the handles. How many good 3-men has Arizona had in its history? He seems like a guy. Rotation, what it looks like, and it's pretty textbook.
He gives Arizona the toughness they'll need to navigate a Big 12 schedule.
I think he would.
Somebody lose a shoe in front of us? What happened? Are they just popping up the floor?
I think we saw a ball boy cleaning the floor. He almost got a pass right there.
Awaka and Arizona's
year. And not to go football to my Chiefs, but I think of
want to do nowadays in Division I college athletics. And look at him; he's listed at 7 foot. He looks Del Orso. We're going to get a chance to see Stephen again, along with Tischler jersey at home in the closet.
Yeah,
I do.
Where'd you get the since he's been there? Played at Eastern New Mexico.
That's right.
And did a great job.
Arizona's just picked up a 7th steal, and Del Orso
on that list from Eastern New Mexico.
And Conrad Martinez is going to grab it, and that'll be the easiest bucket he'll get in his stay here. Driving into traffic, and Stephen knocked it away out of the hands of Bird. Outlet pass to Townsend, and he's
scholarships. Did not have one, and decided to go as a walk-on, all 129.
Foul was on, and he's another kid with the NBA body. That's a work in progress. We talked about in the corner, Del Orso. Now there is it. Good. Step back jumper on the baseline is good out of the hands of Cooper Jackson. He's at his pace. The defensive rebound by Awaka. That's already a half dozen rebounds for Awaka, and Townsend has an even 20.
Catch, and again, Townsend impressing me even more just with all of the little things he does.
Step back jumper right side. That time the touch. Martinez, the backup point guard, with a bounce pass right of the lane to Townsend. Missed. Awaka has got an 8th rebound. Jackson, he'll get it off. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Marich put it up. It would not have counted. And that's the end of 9 rebounds in the first half. Kid was on the floor for only 11 minutes. Here's Love driving off the window, and Love better tip him out at the end of the night. Like a good server to the bartender.
That's right. That's right.
The expo guy.
Like your offensive lineman if you're a QB, and to 64 points in that first half.
Got 8 steals the time we saw the Wildcats.
And I think that's in a title. He's not shy about saying those things, but the first step is getting the Sweet 16s and giving yourself a chance.
Jaden Clark Pick in the pocket of the Wildcats.
Right there by Clark. Knows what to do with that. Playing hard. This Greyhound team will play very, very hard. That's their go-to identity.
Over the top into Townsend, and he got fouled by Downing. Downing with his third foul.
Townsend is, but I've been impressed with his athleticism. He can jump better than Lloyd and the four-man, and how key that position is, because a lot of time, it starts offense from the top. A lot of high lows that they run together, and and Townsend can pass too. Very good passer.
Inside of Waka, and we're going to have a touch for a teammate there, and it got taken away. Here's Bradley in his second year with Arizona. Spin move, and
but giving him the keys this year, I think he's going to be very comfortable on both.
Because you don't see this a lot, especially for guys point guards. He had 36 steals last year.
So this is a great experience, great opportunity, play in front of the fans, see what that's like.
Rio trying to back in there on a Waka, and a Waka wins the win and had that one disrupted by Bradley. There's that defense you were talking about. KJ Lewis feeds Townsend for the slam dunk.
Unselfish.
This is points 15 and 16 off of turnovers for Arizona tonight.
Got an even a better shot for the best shot. So that's the kind of thing we're used to with Tommy Lloyd and his teams, and terrific culture. That's a charge. Now 6'9" Mario goes, and he's 235, 240. Used his length and body. Great job, but not big enough to stop the 7-footer.
Oh, more from Estonia. Having that great summer, great camp so far, taking advantage of Mo Krivas being out. Nicely. Here's Bradley, fires off a three, missed front iron, and Arizona's going to get a chance at second chance points. Here's Love, and he finally buries a three.
This kid.
I love his toughness. He's calling for it to the post now. This could be big to big. They almost had a chance at a big to big assist. Bradley's going to pull up from the elbow and bury the jumper. See, they had to get him from the airport in Amarillo to Saginaw, Michigan. Our prayers are with that young man. And Bryant with a miss, but cleaning it up is Vasa. NBA teams sit in the second row.
They do it.
It's crazy.
So it's actually what I was just what I was joking about. Right?
And they send the radio announcers as that's the basket and the foul by Al McCoy, just recently passed.
Look at this.
Calling a game up there.
Yeah. Between two. Oh yeah. And obviously, as we talked about, Mario Whitley out. Probably their best player, not even playing tonight.
And with the portal, sometimes you audition at Division II. Great move by Vasar. Are you kidding me? Spin move.
Yeah, that looked nasty live. It looks pretty good on replay, but live.
Well, the Wildcats are actually back home taking on Houston in football.
Same night.
At the Honda Center in Anaheim or somewhere in California.
Oh, yeah.
These guys are getting big numbers, not even logging huge minutes as well. Here's Del Orso. Vasar stretched the floor.
Last year, and I think that really enables Arizona with all the wings and guards they have that can get to the rim.
Here's Del Orso firing a three and making it.
Going to be the player in a lot of ways. It's going to be, there's so many on the new players that are exciting. He is going to be a fan favorite here in McHale because of the jump shot in the
go inside to Murillo's. Got 9 points to lead the way. Talked about it, one of the most efficient seasons that any player had anywhere in the country, as that triple is down Clark. But last season for Del Orso at Campbell, 49% field goals, 38% on threes, 81% at the line, as Carter Bryant will have done.
Well-rounded he is. You think of a guy like him, shooter, and that you stop sometimes, but he's got it all.
Townsend to Del Orso, and he's fouled.
I'd ask those guys, I'd ask players questions, and almost all of them to a man would say Kobe, and not necessarily the most athletic guy in the court, and I thought that was pretty cool. What did he say? They said if you were going to go to a college, where would he go?
University of Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah, what did he say? I hear it's nice.
Waka's had a big night with 12 and 14. Here's Love, going to try another triple. He made his last one, and that's back-to-back.
And he said, I want to be in the NBA. But I want to be in the 1% of the people.
That was a great point, yeah.
That are at what they do in the NBA.
Yep, that's what that number one represents, the 1%. That's how good you got to be to get there. KJ Lewis driving and scoring. coach going to think of me if I?
Yeah, and you're trying to make stuff happen. You're trying to, you know. He's a smart player. Oh man,
Awaka burned a lot of.
A 2-hour practice having to guard him would be terrible.
Well, I'm glad you said that too, because you know this is an exhibition against a Division II team. Gymnasium. Arizona 2 points away from 100. They'll go inside, and Vasar with a little finger roll. There it is, 100.
I think it might have been, yeah.
You remember Grandma Tony's on University?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's $3.25 to get 2 slices and a Coke.
Okay.
Those days are long.
And Tony's as well.
Mama's Pizza has since moved. Vasar. Oh, man. He's got 16. 7:14 to go here, and a lot of the starters are still in.
Don't forget the Denver time.
We'll see how deep Tommy Lloyd wants to. It's Tubelis, part of that mix. Only time will tell. Downing contested by Bryant.
He is a good way of. He can shoot it from anywhere.
Inside, Stefan missed, but Vasar cleans it up for point 17. And
Dunk off the spin, we saw it. I think another dunk coming weak side. I think he's going to be a problem this year for a lot of teams.
Vasar's only played 17 minutes. 31.5% is what the Greyhounds are shooting. Vasar is fouled. Arizona at 63%. Issue last year. Umar Ballo, you see the Clemson game, and then Umar got fouled. 3 is in that Sweet 16 game, and makes 1 of 2.
On the ball.
3 to shoot. There's another deep 3 by Downing, and there'll be a shot clock violation.
Liam is out, confirmed that.
They hit a little bit of an oblique issue. NAU transfer, Martinez. Clark misses. Well, the smallest guy there got the offensive rebound. Again, it goes back to effort. Martinez kicked out Del Orso. And there's going to be a steal. Bryant got his pocket picked by Rankin, and Rankin's going to score. Changes hands midair.
And because
Wildcats still getting all they can handle from the Greyhounds. With the Cats up 109. See Luke Champion and Addison Arnold would play as dead for Arizona. Missed lane. Martinez. Martinez backing up Bradley at all. That'll, you know, allow Arizona fans to.
He changes pace. He gets to the rim. He can dish. And
remains in. Talked about Luke Champion being in.
Said
Martinez on the floor.
Said this for years, covering Arizona. You see Martinez.
Team not long ago. You're talking about a decade ago. That's a team that's going to move from the Big West back into the Mountain West in all sports. That's going to go out with 1.4 to go on the. Ali's dad played at Arizona State and at the University of California at San Diego. His dad probably pretty proud that the Tritons are now and we're going to empty the bench further too here with Will.
Catalina Foothills player.
And my favorite out there now, who's
such a nice kid. I think he's playing the game the right way. Telling me to be quiet.
In the corner, a 3 missed. Skying up to get the rebound. Oh, he tried a little Euro step.
Did Arnold right there throw the ball under the legs of the defense? Tamam.
Yep.
You know, it's a way different way of watching the game, isn't it?
Yeah, he was on that St. Joseph team with Arizona target Tunde Yesufu.
Oh, okay.
Who is a highly coveted big man in the state. One of their guards, quarterback that went to Tulane to play football.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, here's my guy. He got it. There's it. Oh!
He's looking for his guys. I love it. The unselfishness there.
Here's a steal, and that's going to be Mo Austin, 2-time state player.
Yeah, the managers, business careers, there's so many of them. I still talk to the managers. Night shooting. Now, you could call a guy at night shooting on a Friday. If he didn't have a date, he had to come help.
Well, the Arizona Wildcats are going to have 8 out. Good night. 24 for Townsend. 8 of 11 shooting he made.
That Tommy Lloyd has. Really deep team.
And Arizona gets it done. Exhibition number 1 against. And they'll do it again 1 week from tonight against Point Loma and the Sea Lions, who might be a tad bit